I've been playing so much of the new 4.0 Pyro's contested zones that it's just a ridiculously great obsession right now. I don't really even want to jump into my ships anymore. I have hardly even jumped into the ships. So today I want to share with you like the meta I've kind of learned to grow and use. At the end of this meta video, I'll share a link to a video where I completely and utterly solo a team of 9 that are very well skilled players, and I ended up joining their org throughout this interaction. This build that I'm going to show you is going to allow you to solo just about any contested zone and have good confidence until CIG nerfs med pens and the FS9 is centered around the FS9. So if you're not an LMG fan, too bad. It's going to be your new favorite gun. You're going to love it. The recoil is extremely low. The mag size is huge. And then swapping to another LMG, which is your secondary is going to be another FS9, is almost instant. So you get to use the same gun, allowing you to already know the recoil pattern. The distance on the FS9 is crazy, and it's just gorgeous. It's just a nice, clean gun to use. And I know a lot of you right now are hard broke since there was a wipe in 4.0, but don't worry. It is really easy to grab a set of tier 3 armor, and that's what you want to be using is a set of tier 3 armor. If you're running in with light gear, you only get one weapon slot, and then you're done in a couple of shots. And then if you're running in with medium armor, it's almost the same thing. You're not able to take as many shots as you are in tier 3 armor. Yes, you may be a slightly faster. However, that is not going to save you. If you get unexpectedly shot at any point, tier 3 armor is going to be able to save you a lot easier than a medium set or a light set. So please, 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 if you are looting, make sure you're looting tier 3 armor. And then, of course, your sexy FS9 that you could buy from any shop. And also, there's always a shop across from the gun store allowing you to buy a nice, easy tier 3 set. However, it is kind of pricey for what it is. When soloing, you want to change your settings. So, a setting that is commonly used is hold toggle for crouch. And what that means is you push your crouch button and you stay crouched. That's not good. You do never want to be crouched in a combat situation. If you start a fight crouched, you're going to die. Check this clip out. Boop, 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 boop. He crouched, he died. And then you could see his partner starts the fight crouched as well. Boop, 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 There's two of them smacking the crouched guy. When you crouch like that in the start of the fight, it just limits your movement. And you want to have as much movement as possible. No, you don't want tier 1 armor. No, you don't want medium armor. You want as much movement as possible in your tier 3 armor. So by crouching, you're putting yourself in an animation lock that you need to get out of once you start in a fight. So changing it from toggle crouch to hold crouch will allow you to do that. And then while you're in a fight, while you're in the fight, not when you start the fight, you can start spam crouching, and then it's going to make an unexperienced FPS player kind of panic and try to keep trying to shoot for your chest or head, allowing you to survive more because they're going to be missing their shots. Now that I've told you the basics of what you need, what you're looking for, this is my loadout. So I'll jump in and grab the noob set of heavy armor. Then I'll grab double FS9, 4 med pens. I never buy a med gun because there's always someone you could kill and grab theirs, and then it saves you a lot of time and a lot of money. So 4 med pens should hold you over, and then every enemy in the contested zone as well has med pens, so you'll be refilling on med pens even if you don't find a player to take their med gun from. Now I'm going to show you a few techniques that I use during FPS combat that will improve your gameplay throughout every FPS game, not only Star Citizen. We'll look at a couple of mistakes that players made against me and how I capitalized on it, and also some mistakes I made myself that could have improved my gameplay. So let's take a quick look at it. So if you notice here, I'm talking to chat, not paying as much attention. I'm kind of looking for enemies, but I don't fully see them. Now that I took shots here, you'll notice I don't know exactly where I came from, so I start looking towards the stairs because that's my next access point for somebody to get me. I notice someone's coming up, so I want to push him before he notices what I'm doing. So the reason I'm pushing him is to take him off guard. He's going to think I'm going to be camping in that spot where he just hit me. He knows right now I'm back over there. So by me going and pushing him now, it's going to take him a little off guard, and I'm going to have the advantage, the element of surprise, if you will. So as you see, as I push him, He is surprised I'm in the hallway. We keep exchanging. I knock him, but I don't stay in the hallway to keep pushing because now he may have a friend that knows that position. He knows that his friend just went down and he might be calling to his friend. He's in the hallway. He's in the hallway. So I want to retreat, get cover, and make sure I'm healed up. So as I get cover, I'm like, okay, I got to finish him before he gets meted by his buddy. I finish him. So now that I kind of healed up and regained cover, I'm going to check to see if he has any friends. And what do you know? I made the right call. So I weakened the other one, but I noticed I'm only at 3% now. So I'm going to heal up and try to think of a new plan.
Oh, there's two of them.
I start getting noob-tubed. So now I know that hallway is unpushable because there's two of them and one's using a noob tube, allowing him to hit me behind my cover. And no longer can I really hold that position effectively. If they both decide me to push me at the same time, I already have 2 tier 3 injuries. So my best bet is to retreat and get out of the situation. As you notice I do here. However, I feel like I could capitalize on it because how dedicated they have seemed to be to like kind of try to push that area. So I'm going to do a maneuver to come up behind them and then see if I could push them from a new angle. And this is what we do here. So I take them completely off guard as I kind of expect it. And then taking out the guy closest to me is most effective, obviously. And then proceeding to the guy behind.
It's backpack guy. Is there 3 of them?
Here, my enemy is going to make a crucial mistake. If you guys are ever in this situation, please do not do what this guy does. So he gets caught out. Did you see that? He gets caught out in the open. And instead of looking for cover, he decides to lay down. Okay, so as you see here, when he lays down, he is now dead in the water. I just saw the animation of him laying down, so I know he either has 2 choices. Use an animation to get up, which allows me to shoot him more, or he's going to stay there and try to use it as cover. But watch where my crosshair goes when I peek back. Instantly on his head. So when you lay down, you are head first. That gives your opponent an easy target straight to your dome. You never, ever want to lay down in any fight, even to try to throw them off. I know I mentioned crouch spamming. That is different than laying prone. When you go prone, you're completely stationary and you're kind of screwing yourself over. So as you see on that kill, it was very simple to get the headshots. And this actually goes too for camping corners. When you camp a corner, you don't want to lay down as well. You're probably just going to get shot in the head 9 times out of 10. And then with that too, when you camp a corner, you're most likely going to lose the fight because you're reducing yourself into like a niche spot. When camping, you want to have at least 2 or 3 ways out. Never camp in like a corner because you're too easy to shoot. And then this next technique I learned from a movie called Zombieland. It's called double tap. So make sure you always finish off your kills when you're fighting against multiple people. As you see there, Buddy's trying to tractor beam his friend back so he could revive him. Make sure you double tap. In some situations, prioritize double tapping than killing the next opponent because most likely you ruin someone's fun instead of you just dying and them getting revived. Here I shoot the opponent and I decide, hey, I just took out his buddy and pushing them has been very effective. So allow me to push this next opponent and try to capitalize on the win. However, I am too excited and I don't realize my health is very low. I could have used a stim pack and then proceeded to push them, but I didn't. I went with the 18%. And this, you'll see, would be a crucial mistake.
No, there's
Bam.
6.
So I did take out a lot of them. However, I could have taken out the last guy if I just took a moment to heal up. That brings me to my greatest fact. Never push too aggressively. Read the room, read the situation. Are you damn near death? Should you just back off at that point? Because if I would have backed off there and just healed up for a moment, maybe he would have shown me a different opportunity to push in a different direction. There is actually a beam over to my left where I could have healed and then pushed over to the left, completely distracting him in the situation. So you never want to keep constantly pushing the same direction. You always want to change it up. If you shoot from a position and they know you're there, try to change over to a next position and swap it up. Confuse your enemies. It's a large game of chess that people don't really realize. A lot of times they think FPS, they get tunnel vision and then they stick in that tunnel vision thinking I'm stuck in this position. I can't do much. But 9 times out of 10, the person that moves to a new spot is going to win the gunfight. They find a new, better angle. And that's if you're picking the right situation too, right? Like you always want cover with two exits. You never want cover that makes you one directional because they could cut that off and then you're screwed. And then pushing through your enemy usually means you're gonna die. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna be making more meta videos. They're not gonna be structured like this one. I just want to get this one out while 4.0 is fresh. I'll be having a timestamp up here somewhere for this entire video. You could see me 1v9, I think there was. It was a really good FPS situation. And thank you guys so much for being here, and take a look out for my next meta video. It should be about ship combat, and it'll be structured a little different than this, but I want to rush this one out. So I appreciate you guys watching it. And if you made it to the end, make sure to subscribe, like, all the great things. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the next one. Love. Peace.